Today in Going Places, the tide, it is coming in. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see tides rise 30 feet in just a few hours? Well, the highest tides in the world are located very close to us in New Brunswick, Canada. And here to tell us all about the tides and so much more about the province of New Brunswick is Caroline Wilcox Orlew. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. This sounds like the coolest thing ever, 30 feet in just a few hours. Tell me about these tides.
Well, it's the Bay of Fundy, which is a unique place in all the world. It's actually considered to be an eco-attraction that's on par with the Great Barrier Reef in Australia.
Wow.
And it's shaped somewhat like a funnel. Now, all the tides in the world are caused by the moon, the gravitational pull of the moon. But because the bay is shaped like a funnel, the water in the wide end is forced into the narrow end twice a day,
wow.
So every 6 hours or so. So it creates this amazing tidal effect where you have these 35, sometimes the tides are even 48 feet. That's the highest recorded tide.
That's incredible.
So you can go walk on the ocean floor, see your footsteps on the ocean floor, come back 6 hours later and kayak in your kayaking waters that are 35 feet deep. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. How far away is New Brunswick from Providence?
About 7 hours.
That's not that bad. You know,
No.
besides the high tides, there's a lot that New Brunswick has. My mom is originally from New Brunswick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just found that out. My mom's whole family is from New Brunswick.
Okay, Acadian?
I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is she's visited there a bunch of times, and I've yet to be. I want to go, though.
Oh, it's a wonderful place. Well, if she is, there's two main origins of culture in New Brunswick, and that's a big attraction because one of them is the Acadian culture. Mm-hmm. Now, the Acadians were primarily French-speaking, and the province still is officially bilingual because of the Acadian culture, and it's really unique. They have these this great music. It's the actually the Cajuns in New Orleans were originally Acadian. So that will give you some idea of...
It explains the French connection.
Yes,
there you go.
Exactly. They were, it's a long story, but in 1755 they were forced to leave the province. A lot of them went to New Orleans, and that's the connection, the Cajun, Acadian connection. So it's like there's similarities with the cultures. There's great music, there's great food, there's lots of celebration. In August there's a great festival in Caracat where you'll find about 20,000 people in a parade, for example. About 100,000 people go to the festival for Acadians. Neat.
I love history. That sounds like the perfect place. Now, you have other events planned throughout the month, and I see that you have this candy here. Explain the candy.
Okay. Well, if you were to drive, for example, from Providence, and you crossed over the border, you cross into the first town, it's called St. Stephen's, New Brunswick. Mm-hmm. And in St. Stephen's, New Brunswick, they have a chocolate factory, and it's called Ganong Chocolate. Mm-hmm. This is one of their specialties. This is, it's called a chicken bone, and it's cinnamon on the outside and a very pure form of dark chocolate on the inside. It's delicious.
That's excellent.
And so you can go visit the chocolate museum, learn all about the history of chocolate, how chocolate's made and processed, and then you can learn about the craft, and you can also sample it.
New Brunswick, I'm going. Caroline, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Listen, if you want more information on New Brunswick, AAA Travel can help you plan your itinerary with some of the best deals around. Head over to foxprovidence.com for more information.